Hello everyone, Pockets here, back again playing some more EVE Online. Today we're taking a look at another very special ship. Finally had an excuse to buy one for myself, so I did it. This is a Vindicator. I had a pretty skin for it. This was given to me a long time ago, and I never did buy the Vindicator that it was given to me to go on. So, here we are. Okay, so I had a viewer and a fellow YouTuber pop into my last emerging video with my Loki, mentioning this Vindicator that he runs. His name was Nova Valentis. So I'll try to remember to put a link to his video in the comments. He also was mentioned by DeLone Wolf. DeLone Wolf tried the same thing, got the same fit, and he shows a video of this Vindicator. Wow, I can't words. As always, Vindicator running the sites in 5 minutes. Just a little over, like 5 minutes, 10 seconds, something like that. So I figured I have to give this a try, and I've kind of been working with it. At first I couldn't get it down below 9, but again, in both their videos they measured from just the one site, so that didn't factor in the 1 minute time between emergings and all that. It was a single clear, so I wanted to try the same fit and see what I could get it down to sustainably. And so far my best was a 2 or 3 site chain of about 8 minutes. 8 minutes and like 10 seconds, something like that. Still averaging 8 or 9, but I think there's still some room. And this is a cheap fit. So here it says it's almost 900 million, but I actually paid it just over 700 million for the whole thing, all in. I didn't reuse any parts. This is all brand new. In Jita, that was like a 725 million or something, which is a little more than half what my Loki cost me. And so giving it a try. Now, I am using my Asclepian clone. Don't need it. They both ran it in without. However, for sustaining and chaining a lot together, I find the extra repping power stops me having to every so often go and repair hull. Now, the hull tank on this Vindicator is ridiculous, so even when you do struggle, you have a lot of time in hull before you really have to worry about it. I mean, 13,000 and 60% resists, and they don't chew it all that fast. So I have noticed the couple times I have got into hull, it's been very little. So I can usually it's on the big last wave with the 3 Raznaboard Kikis. And if you let them, if you don't do things in the right order, you're not quite fast enough taking things out, you can start hitting hull. But I can run 4 or 5 of those before I have to repair, so it's not that big a deal. But this just means that I can, with the extra rep bonus, since I went back to the pod, I haven't had an issue, and I changed up the killing target priority, which I'm still tweaking. There's still some changes, I think, there. Anyway, so that's one thing, but 700 million, you can get this without the pod. The one recommendation, if you don't have the ASCLAP pod, would be to get like a core or one of the officer mods, or the blue drops, not officer mods. The blue ones. Dead Space mods is what they're called, like the Core X type or the Centus, one of these 3. They're about 200 to 300 million, give or take. Stick one of those on there. It's still cheaper than the pod, and it should make up the difference. That plus a pod would be huge, but I wanted to keep this relatively cheap. Most of the cost is the hull itself. At like, I think it's like 600 million for the hull, 700, something like that. Anyway, in the highs, Neutron Blaster 2s for like 7 of them, all the blasters. I'm using Federation Navy Antimatter for 2 reasons. I did try it with Void and Null, but again, for me, the Antimatter just rides that line in the middle. It's still pretty decent DPS. Gives me the good tracking, gives me enough range that even if the Vedmak does get away, I can still reach it and do some damage to it. So 7 of those. I may switch back to, I think it's Null, Void, whichever's the high DPS. I can never remember which one's which anymore. Yeah, Void ammo. So it brings us up to like 1300 DPS, but you can see our range is only 13 and tracking is much slower, 6.9. Whereas like the Navy ammo, and again, I had a lot of Navy ammo. I still actually have more, I think. Gives us 17 and 9 tracking, so that's why I use that. Anyway, that's beside the point. 2 Stasis Webifier IIs. I know battleships can use grapplers, but when you're flying Serpentis, you might as well just use the Stasis grapplers. It has a 10-kilometer range, which is plenty for what we're going to do, and we get 90% and 90%, so we can basically just fully apply the brakes. Target Painter I might switch out. I know I'm pretty sure Nova was running the target painter, but the Lone Wolf was running a battery recharger. I might put something else entirely in here. I don't seem to have any problems with cap typically, so I don't know if the target painter is helping enough, but that'd be something to test in the future. Usually it's a Republic fleet and a Thukker, but I had this awesome Abyss. When I bought it, I bought the Thukker battery, but I put in my my Abyssal rolled Republic fleet battery in here. This gives us a lot of newt resistance, so while we're not cap stable, we resist newting pretty good. It's pretty awesome. The double battery there, which is probably why I'm not having any cap issues. Damage control too. The nice thing about this is it doesn't cause a stacking penalty with the other two Omni resists here, so that's why you do 2 of these and a damage control. You should end up with about the same or more resists using it that way. A Centum C-type explosive membrane. This is the passive one. It brings all of our resists to about the same. We're a little higher on the AM, but that's okay. We're up at 75% across the board. Large armor Repper 2, and I said upgrade it to one of the Officer X-type or Dead Space X-types if you need a little more comfort. It costs a little bit more, but it's still cheaper than the mid-grade Asclepion pod. 2 magnetic field stabilizers. When I originally bought it, it was one energized adaptive net, or 2 of these at the Tech 2s, but since I had an Imperial Navy when I threw it on there, even without these are still at about 74. So it just gives me an extra %, which helps with sustainability, but you can fly it a lot cheaper if you just use the Tech 2s. And then Tech 1 rigs, so we have an anti-kinetic and an anti-thermal pump, which again helps balance out our resists, and a large capacitor control circuit 1. So nice, fairly cheap as far as fittings go. Again, you can T2 this out to bring down the cost. I wouldn't recommend dropping this one unless you're going to go to an active, which is then going to put more pressure on your cap, because it's close enough to the active, and it was only like 7 million, I think, so it's really not worth dropping this one down to a Tech 2 typically. It wasn't that expensive. Anyway, so we have some nanite repair base in case we do overheat. I know in both their videos they overheated the guns to take out the Vedmak. Repairing that damage, at least for me, costs a whole bunch. It was something like 500 repair pace between sites, so I would only be able to do it a few times, then I'd have to dock up and get my ammo. So I don't overheat, which also is going to eat into my time, my clear time. And a mobile depot just for the looting, and we are going to use to sort of compensate for not overheating, we're going to use the Pyro class, Pyro Lancia. It'll help a little bit. But that's just sort of the way I've been doing, because I've been trying to sustain. I don't want to have to dock up every 4 sites if I'm running these for an hour. I would like to be able to go through the entire hour without docking up to repair the guns, so no overheating, so that eats time. And then for the drones, I keep bouncing between Berserkers and Ogres. The Ogres do more damage, but the Berserkers seem to track better overall. Clear time doesn't seem to really care which way I go. It seems to be about the same regardless of which drones I bring, so that's that. So getting an 8-minute time, so if he got a 5-minute, and we factor in another minute for waiting for the new spawn, so that's 6 minutes, and then warping and not overheating and aligning between sites, it all seems to add up to be that's about right. And in a battleship, I don't know how much faster we can get. I'm hoping by posting this video, Nova or the Lone Wolf or someone else who does this as well will be able to point out where I'm falling short or what my one tweak to something like my kill order might be. I'm going to try my hardest to go fast, but I'm also going to talk, so it may not be a perfect run. But let me find a site, and we'll bring this baby out. We'll release the sword on some Triglavians and see what she can do. So stand by. Alright, system's a little busy, so hopefully it's not being run. Usually it's quiet. This is usually where I end up being. So one of the tricks, first thing is we land on grid, and we want to warp to the center. And you want to get as close to the button as you can, because the idea is you have to get your ship in the anomaly. And there's a little trick to that. I was already doing the secondary warp, but Nova's video, and Nova pointed out a very specific area you want to be warping to and a range. So the warp to range, you want to set to 78,000. That's your default warp to range now. So if you do set this up and you don't set it again, remember to warp to 0 with the right click menu when you want to go somewhere else. Is there a ship here? There is not. So we will take this one. So here's the trick. Since this site's already busted, I will show you the trick. So right back here, these little round ones, if you click right there, you see that? You can get one of these ones where it's in line with the hole. And one day, it's too close. We gotta go further. Hang on. There's another one here somewhere. It's hard to see. Let's go in there. Yeah, right here. This one right here should be it. And then warp to that. And we're just going to drag these guys over. This isn't going to be good, but what it'll do is it will let us still do our test because it's going to be between finishing this site and finishing the next site. So we can at least set it up to work for us. So you can see here we're pretty close on the button. Just align the camera and fly straight in. And we want to get down there as close as we can. We got a little bit of time while these guys close the distance anyway. And usually once I get close, I will drop my MTU. I usually try to drop it before I finish clearing the last wave because you don't want to be waiting on the MTU for an hour. And we're going to kind of sort these out. Okay, so kill priority. I haven't got it nailed down yet, but typically what I want to do is I want to kill... I let my drones kind of kill their own, especially if they do okay against the destroyers on their own. So I want to kill the Rasnaborg destroyers first to help my tank. But then I try to kill anything that's going to slow me down. Starvings are pretty high priority. Renewing and ghosting are good. Harrowing, and I kind of just kill them in that order while my drones take out the Rasnaborg Kikis, or the non-Rasnaborg, like the non-DPS Kikimoras. So what we can do here is we're going to put the brakes on. We'll just take this one out. The site, like I said, it was already started, so it's a bust, but it's going to be the time between the finishing of this site and the finishing of the next site that we care about. And I like to... Oh, that guy's outranged, eh? Let's let the drones do their thing there, and we'll take this one. So get the webs on them, get the target painter, and then I just wait a second while their speed drops. And once it's below 20, I shoot my guns, and we should usually two-shot them depending on where they are. This one might take a third shot. Sometimes at their angle. Nope, we got him. Okay, and then we do the same thing here. Webs, target painter, get those fired up. Watch for him to drop just below the 20 there. 30, one more, click, and shoot. So someone tried this. Oh, we got to drop our MTU. I think we're in the hole now, so we're going to stop right here. Once we stop, we track a lot better as well. Okay, and we'll give this drones their own little target over here, because I two-shot these, so you don't want your drones on it, because by the time they've started shooting, you should be on your second cycle most of the time, and it seems to be a waste of the drones. So I usually give them their own target, just like that. And now we'll sit here and we wait till our armor's in danger. We just keep webbing. So again, I'm taking the opportunity to talk this time and do sort of the path. The next time I'll have to focus because we want to do it as quick as we can. I just target everything. So we have 2 Rasnaborgs, Kikis. These are the dangerous, like, they're typically more dangerous even than the Vedmak. And the final wave, the reason I kill the Vedmak first is just to try to get him before he gets out of range. Because that speeds things up. So we'll give them 1. I should have just let them finish this harrowing, but... And we'll slow this one down ourselves. These are the 2 most dangerous things on the field at the moment. The harrowing actually boosts these guys' damage. But if we kill the harrowing first, by the time we've dropped them, they've ramped up. So I still think killing them first is the way to go. I do kill the harrowing before I kill the Demovic Rasnaborgs, the frigates. But for the destroyers, you kind of want to get them before they get a chance to ramp up too hard. Ghosting is a good one to get out because they weaken your tracking. So now we're running the Repper, obviously, and we'll probably now run it for the next couple minutes. Once we're down to these last 2 here, we can probably catch up and turn it off for a second to conserve some cap. But you guys can take that one, and we'll take this one. But yeah, giving the drones their own target, that was one of the bigger changes, I think. Things sped up considerably when I started doing that. And you can just see how hard it slams the brakes on these frigates. Let me just two-shot them off the field. Okay, so this will be the final wave after we kill this. Can you go do this, guy? Slow you down. Target painter. And two-shot. Alright. And this is where everybody else would... Nova would be overheating, but I'm not going to because I don't want to have to repair. We're going to try and catch this guy before he gets too far. So he dropped at 2800. You should catch him by about 7, and then we go faster than he does, so he doesn't get outside of whatever range we actually web him. So once he's there, come on, grab him. How come I'm not locking him? Damn it, I clicked the button. This might be a problem one. Because I thought I was targeting him, but I was not. And we're going to grab these. Yeah, he got a little further than I like, but he's outside of web range. So now we have to overheat our webs. That's why we still have the paste. Oh, he got outside of that too, didn't he? No, he didn't. Come on, can we do this? Oh yeah, because these aren't the faction webs. That's a problem. That's okay. Let's just get our drone started on these guys. These are the most dangerous thing on the field. So that was a flub. Normally I catch him at about 7 kilometers and he doesn't get out to the edge of my guns. It's okay here. We have, like I said, we have some buffer. And once we get these kikis down, we should be okay. We are going to struggle with a fair bit because, again, this guy should have been dead a long time ago and we should have been switching targets. Let's slow these down so my drones can hit him. It's okay. Like I said, I'm not worried. We may have to overheat this one because I messed up the targeting. I clicked the button. I don't know why it didn't start targeting him on time. This would be a good time to overheat the guns as well. Yeah, I know. It's going to be okay. I'm going to let my drones finish him and I'm going to switch my guns. Because I can two-shot these. And these are the dangerous thing. Oh, okay. I messed this up. That was my fault. See, I do make mistakes. We're gonna line out just in case. In fact, we're gonna get out of here. If I can drop that. Seriously, if I can drop this with one shot, we might be okay. I'm gonna get out of here though. I waited too long. We might lose my Vindicator. Woo! I waited way too long. Okay, so that happened because I didn't catch the Vindicator, or the Vedmak, and it took me too long to kill him. I couldn't switch to the kikis. I waited way too long, so I'm going to repair this up. Luckily, we didn't actually lose anything, and I will warp back to that site and finish it up, and then we'll try the next site cleanly. It's still going to count because it's the time between, so this mess up doesn't really screw with my measuring. I will try to do 2 more sites, but let me repair this up. Let's get back on grid and finish that up. That was crazy. That's not once have I had that problem, except now while I was recording. So obviously I was too distracted. So we're gonna repair this up. Come on, repair all. That's some overheating. You can see that. All right, we can do this. That was friggin' awesome. Can't believe I did that. I should have bookmarked my MTU so I could warp right to it, but I panicked. We're going to reload on our way. Let's go finish up that emerging site, and then we'll do 2 more. Wow. I can't believe I so badly botched that. It was... Whew. Glad I didn't lose my ship. Normally, like I said, when I get into structure, it hits like a couple %. I just really botched that. Okay. Go ahead and consume this now too, which I forgot to do. Okay, so I completely screwed up the first site, so we won't count that one. That was me. Now we're still going to do the double warp, but because I want to get closer to my MTU, so I don't want to have too much time between this and my MTU. So load in, come on. It's right here. Okay. Rest of this is going to be easy though now, because I got rid of all the main DPS. We want to get the harrowings once we're landed. This is the part I'm saying, like the aligning and warping takes the longest. Grab these, and this, and this, and this first. That's 5. And whatever we target first gets to get killed here. So we watch him, he's dropping, he's dropping, he's dropping, and he's dying. I shot 1 second, I shot 1 pulse too early there, but I think I'm still going to do it because he's coming straight in. So it was a good time. When they're coming straight in, they get no traversal, and it's a lot easier to hit them. But yeah, I hope you guys can see what I was trying to do. I'm hoping my next 2 sites go better. We'll let you take out that Raz, that's fine. We're going to slowly make our way to our MTU. This is going to bring our tracking a little bit out of sync, but it's okay. Because we're going to start applying some of our traversal, but I want to be on this so I can loot it right away. And we're not waiting for it. Can we please web this guy like I said? And we just wait a second, and boom. Yeah, it's okay. Can't believe how bad I botched that. Well, I'm going to leave that in. Shows that every so often it is okay. Yep, you guys take him. That is beautiful. I don't know why, because I'm moving, I think it's just taking so long. Okay, we're going to get rid of this one because I want to be able to move a little faster. He's slowing me down. Can we do this? Thank you. And there. So you can see just the fact that I'm moving is affecting my ability to hit these guys. We're almost on top of it, though. Oh, wow. Good job. I'm going to start running my repper now just because I want to be at full when we hit the next site, and I want to be able to turn it off and give my capacitor a chance to recharge while we're looting here. 1, 2, yeah, so 3 shots again. That's probably because we're moving and we're adding our traversal to theirs. Return. Turn this. That pulse should be good enough. Reload everything. Stop. Loot. Stack all. Ooh, trig book. Take those for the corp for my indie guys. Alright. So there we go. 1 site down. I did botch it. We're going to scoop this. Oh, no, we need to wait. There's 1 more coming yet. This is the other part where every so often you have to wait. It's not so bad if you get this close enough right to where you're like as close to the hole as possible. And yeah, so grab that, grab those, and scoop that. Alright, scoop it. Thank you. Alright, we're good to go. Okay, let's not botch this next site. But you can see the point. Grab one of those little rocks that's directly across, warp to it at 78,000 or 78 kilometers. You land just somewhere right on top of the hole, and then just fly into the nebula. And ideally, you want to have that cruiser locked up before it hits like 7K, and then you're applying mad damage to it. And I usually do put my drones on it as well, but in that case, since he was so far out, I wanted my drones to help with the kikis. Obviously, it all fell apart when I missed that grab. And that was, I clicked the button. I'm sure you guys saw it, and it just didn't. I clicked approach and target, and that's usually what I do, and it didn't do it. Okay, let's not botch this one. Clean run. Clean run. Okay. I was doing this all day yesterday. Like, I did 10 sites, 11 sites. I did it for like an hour. In this one, I ran a little bit in my Loki too, just to see, to get a feel. This is a little scarier. Like, my Loki never struggles with tank. I don't have to do any of the trickery. I can just, but it's fun to try. And again, if we can get it down to like 7 minutes, full all in. I think I still prefer my Loki, but it's also twice as much. So we're just gonna, no, I want to look at it and then grab one of the ones further back. This one. Nope, this one. That should have been right. Yeah, that looks right. Yeah, it's going to put me sort of a little bit off to the side, but that's okay. But yeah, you can see what they look like. They're just these little, they're not these pikey ones, they're little nubs, and those are the ones you actually mine. They have little like gold bits in them. And fly straight down, like that. Start targeting everything. Okay, clean run, here we go. Once they're on me, get our drones out. We don't want to lose our drones. I did lose 4 drones yesterday. I wasn't paying attention. They got dragged off. We're going to put the drones on this one. And we're going to take out this one ourselves, because this one needs to die fast. And usually about 30 for the cruiser, or the destroyers, the kikis. How are we doing? I want to go a little further before I drop my MTU. It can usually catch up while I'm killing the... let's grab the ghosting. And that should do it. We're almost in there. You want to be in nice and tight. You want to be there so that you can catch the Vedmak as quick as early as you can. We're going to start repping. Grab this guy because we need to make sure we conserve some cap, because now the second site we are going to run our cap a lot earlier because we don't have our shields to shoot through. There we go. No, drones, go here. I don't know why you switched. I didn't tell you to switch. Go back to your harrowing. No, I just hit F. That was my fault that time. Here I am flubbing it all up again, guys. You guys make me nervous, apparently. Okay. And we can drop the MTU now. And we're probably close enough to stop. Close enough. I'm going to actually go in a little further. We'll let the MTU work from here. It does mean we have to slow boat back to the MTU towards the end, but if we wait too long, then it spends too much time gathering empty racks. Okay. Guns. Finish up this wave real quick. We don't need another pulse of this probably right away, but we can Start targeting. Oh, this is a nice easy one. There's no destroyers. So that's the other thing. Some of the waves are obviously easier than others. We're going to stop here. This is a good. We're right in the thick of it here. No, don't do that. Don't do that either. What the hell? Can I turn my page? There we go. And we're just going to let the drones do what they want to do. We're going to take out the Raz. I shot too early there, but I think it was okay. I think there was enough pause that I grabbed him. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Wait a second. Apply the brakes and shoot. Stack all here. Let's grab the... Okay, you're going to take the starving out, and then we'll take out the ghosting. Can I get my webs on him, please? Thank you. Wait a hot second. That's good enough. And if you catch them just right, you just two-shot them, which is awesome. There's like a time... Whoops. Damn it. Double tapped the web. That's okay. We can just one-shot him. That's fine. That works. Let's turn the armor ripper on. Okay. Now the Zorias. Follow. Targeting. Immediately apply everything. Move the drones to him as well. Alright, so we caught him, you can see that, and now he's going to travel slower than us once we've got him braked, fully broken here. There you go. So now he's not gaining any range on us, and you can see how much faster he's dying. Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. That Rasnaburg is next. Get the drones on him, get the webs on him, stop our ship, shoot him. Alright. I don't know why I'm not tanking nearly as hard as I was before, but there you go. Drones can just take out the rest. We're going to grab this tangling one. We'll put the drones on this one since this one's already webbed. Tank just needs to hold just for a second. Am I lagging? Okay. I was wondering. We'll take this guy next. We're just going to let the tank, it's fine. Like you can see here, we may dip now, but we are holding. Target painter. Shooting. But that's what I'm talking about. It still does hold. Once we've got the DPS off the field, like this. Come on, web. Why does it red? Oh. There's some input lag or something going on here today. It's being very weird. Alright. This should be enough. Once this drops, our tank will be able to recover. Let's get you on this, okay? Alright, that's good. Now our tank's recovering. We are right on top of this. You can see we didn't get that far because we were webbed. Boom, boom, boom. Wait a second. Tank's going to slowly recover here. Killing. Alright. And again, I can handle this. And then every, handful of sites maybe, once I'm done for the day, I can repair it. Because I usually only get an hour at a time. So, it works out. But, as you can see, I'm not as comfortable in it yet. It still struggles. I mean, this is not, without really blinging it out and bringing it up to the same level as my Loki. There we go. How are you doing for looting? You are all looted up. So we can grab this. We can reload this. Grab this. We can make sure just one last time that there's no wrecks out here with loot. Nope. Scoop it. And we should be all repped up before the next site. But you can see how much faster that one went. So even with the repair, was 9 minutes. Almost, yeah, under 9 minutes. Even docking up for that repair, which is pretty good. All in all, I mean, my Loki does 9 minutes without the repair in the middle, so we're not actually going to get much of a chance to recoup some of our cap, but we will also recoup a lot of our cap while we're doing our warping bits, I've noticed. Like, I've yet to actually struggle for cap, so I like it. It is fun. It's a lot more interesting. Or I wouldn't say more interesting, but there's more going on, more you have to be considerate of than the Loki. But to make it as comfortable with the Loki, I think it would end up costing more. by a couple 100 million. Drunk, there it is. Okay, so that's the last rep cycle. So we'll let that rest. Now we're going to warp cap, but it's going to recharge a fair bit while we're setting up. So here we go. Okay, exciting. Last site. But yeah, definitely a more exciting ship to fly. And again, I love the Vindicator. I love this hull. I love the Megathron hull altogether. So giving me a reason to fly Vindicator with my pretty skin on it. Totally, totally worth it. I'm actually going to... Once we're in the... Actually, I'll grab it here. Because it's fun. We're landing. So we're going to zoom out real quick. And we're going to try to grab, like, right here. Can I get one? Anything. Give me something. That one's good. That's pretty good, actually. That should land us almost right on top. Like right here. Beautiful. This is the part. You see what I mean, though? Like, all the aligning and warping is what's leading into it. My low-key doesn't have all this problem with the aligning. It aligns pretty quick. Oh, a nice small wave, too. How close are we to the button? We're a little further out than I would like. In this case, I don't think the order matters. I'm just going to kill the first thing that comes along. And we're going to get in on the button here. You can go kill this, drones. We don't need you on this thing. Now again, because we're moving, we're going to be a little slower to kill, but that's okay. We lucked out getting a light wave. That's going to give my cap a chance to catch up too, because we're going to kill the ghosting next. The harrowing, because it makes all the rest of them do more damage, though I think frigates against the battleship probably don't matter quite as much. Those harrowings, when you have the Vedmak on the field, it may... Again, if I wasn't trying to catch it before it got out of range, it may be worth killing them before you kill even the Vedmak. But my bigger problem is not letting it get out of range. Because we are using blasters. But you saw how fast it went down as well when we did actually catch it. So I think we're close because we're kind of just circling it. So we're going to drop here. It's hard because, like, yeah, we're kind of in it. It's not something you can actually align to, which makes it harder. I think I shot him a little too early, but that's okay. I'm going to turn our repper on now because we do have to wait for the end of the cycle. Okay, everything's locking and shoot. Boom. Another light wave. Good, good. In this case, we will take the Resnaborg Kiki off the field ASAP before it gets a chance to ramp up. We'll let the drones take the harrowing out. And we'll just keep rolling with it here. You're already taking that one out, so I'm going to go like this. Because... no. Bad habit, bad habit. Part of my cycle is to hit F1 through 4 and then hit F and then F1 through 4. And I'm trying to break myself of that because we can actually afford to take this one out while he does his job there. We're out tanking it at the moment, so. But yeah, one of my things is to do that. And I'm trying to break my habit of it because in the Vindicator, I don't want that pattern. That works in my Loki. It's one of the problems with changing ships and tactics frequently. We're over repping now, so I'm going to drop the repper here after this cycle. It should have turned off. I did click it. Oh, I hit F4 instead of F5. Okay. And we're going to want this on now. Everything on the Vedmak. Let's catch him. I'm locking him up. I am approaching him. We've now nailed him down. Get the drones. And 4,000, so that's not bad. That's catching him nice and close to our optimal, which means we're doing very close to max damage. And that's kind of the key, is you want to catch him early. Okay, let's start targeting up the problems. There's actually not a lot here. This is a nice light wave. That's going to be helpful. We'll get the ghosting in there. The starving. Wow, we should have been locking them up quick. I dropped him fast. We're going to brakes. We're still in loot range of the MTU, which is nice. You can take that guy out. Yep. I'm going to let you do that. I'll take out the next one. There, I didn't hit the F key that time. That's beautiful. I think I hit the guns a little too early, but the second... Oh, yeah, see? 3 shot, because I hit the first wave, the first volley a little too soon. And I knew that as soon as I did it. Everything on them. We're over repping now, so I'm going to turn this off for a second. Can we get that on there and shoot? And that should do it. Boom. I accidentally fat fingered the F1 and the F2 key simultaneously, but that's okay. I said turn off, so would you do that? That would be great. You're going to do that? Okay, I'm going to take this one. And we just wait. Again, watch it to about 20. And shoot. Boom. It is fun watching them melt. We don't need to move. I'm not worried about the tangling. My drones are okay. Come on, do it. We're going to start repping now because we want to be full when we kind of want to be full at the end so we can let our cap recharge. But I'm not going to do another one in this wave. I just want to see how well this one goes. That one went pretty good. All in all. Everything's on. We're going to stop after this cycle. And shooting, I waited a little longer than I should have, but that's okay. 2 shots. Pow, pow. So I could see this being a very fun ship with a little bit more put into it for like upping some of the resists a little higher and all that stuff. This could be a very fun ship to run if you're not looking to just replace it, if you're just looking for something fun to fly. I am working on a group fit for spider tanked Dominixes. Basically, I want to... Wow, really? That was a shit sight. I got nothing. You kidding me? All right. Well, anyway. So I am working on a setup for 3 spider tank Dominixes. They're about 250 million apiece to run in teams of 3. You can either multi-box them. The idea being that one of them is the drone bunny, and everybody assists their drones to that guy who is getting remote SIBO boosted so he can lock faster, so he can get the drones out doing their thing quicker per wave. Just to see. And that's something I'm working on. I'm putting the ships together now, and I'm going to get 2 of my Malevelon Roe buddies to, I don't know who yet. I'm sure I'll have some volunteers come out and fly them and see what we can do for more efficient in a group. Or again, you can multi-box it, being that you just set up your chain, assist your drones to the main, and then pilot the main. So it would be multi-box friendly as well for the most part. With any luck, you wouldn't have to. You could just have all the reps and everything just running. So pretty easy. But again, I don't multi-box personally, so I'd rather take out some Malevelon guys. I'm thinking also making 2 versions, like a T2 fit version and then a meta fit for people that can't fly T2, say remote reppers. So that's a video that will be coming to the channel. I just need to get the ships together and get a time to record it with some friends. Let's take a look at that last time. I got in the habit of just heading home. Yeah, it's just a little over 6 minutes. 7 minutes. Just a little over 7 minutes. 7.5 minutes. That is actually pretty good. Again, we did get the lighter wave in that last one. That's one of the things to keep in mind, is that you really have to run a ship for an hour, 10, 12 sites before you really see it, because there are varying waves of each one has a difficulty and time to kill. I mean, the final wave with the 3 Kikis is tough, and it takes a long time to clear out because it's usually the Vedmak, 3 Kikimora, 3 Raznabor Kikimoras, a smattering of other things, and sometimes even 3 Raznabor Demoviks on top of harrowing and renewing and starving. Like, it can be a pretty big wave and take some time. So just in my opinion, if you're going to be running tests, don't run one site and say that's it, because of the variance. One of the things I do want to do is, unless someone already knows and can point me to it, is I want to kind of catalog all the different waves. Maybe a spreadsheet or something that everybody can just kind of, here's the wave and how many times we get it. It'd be an interesting puzzle. Again, just I like the puzzle portion. I've been asked, because I was beating myself over for several hours, tweaking the fit, trying the sites, changing things up, and my corp mates asked why I was spending so much time on it. It's because it was a puzzle and it's fun. But yeah, so there it is. That's the Vindicator, down to 7.5 minutes. That's actually my quickest payout run yet with this thing, so that works out pretty good. It's totally made up for that first site where I completely botched everything. What is this telling me? Oh, cargo hold. Yeah, okay. I was wondering, I'm like, no, this works. So again, just 7 Neutron Blaster 2s. I think Nova was using Meta Blasters because He said he couldn't fly Tech 2s, so it does not need to be Tech 2s, though I find the Tech 2 blasters are cheaper more often than the good meta guns, usually. And you get a bonus, but a little bit of an extra bonus from them. They do a little more damage. But I am using the faction ammo just for the extra tracking and range. Mostly that helps against the frigates with the extra tracking. Your T2 ammo, your void ammo or whatever, probably would take out that cruiser even faster. But it's one of the whole room. And again, I'm two-shotting anyway, so I doubt I'd get it to a one-shot scenario. It may clean up some of those slight misses where I'm three-shotting, but there's other ways we can do that. But I think if I was going to keep this and do this as like a daily grinder ship, which I still prefer my Loki for, I would up these to faction webs just for the extra range in case he does get out. I can still stop him from getting all the way out. I still can't fly T2 target painters, so I'd probably get that trained. Batteries are fine. I would up this to a Dead Space X-type repper and update the other one of these to another Imperial Navy for the extra 3%. And I would T2 probably my cap, although I don't even have a trouble with it, so I don't even think you need to T2 these because you could T2 one of them or both. Maybe you could T2 both of these. But yeah, really fun ship to fly, so I'll definitely be bringing it out from time to time. I'm going to keep tweaking it. I like the fact that it was only what I could do with it for like 700 million. Well, it's probably closer to 8 with this edition and this edition. This is non. You can't really say what this is worth. It's worth about what this is worth. Yeah, all in all, pretty fun ship. Hope you guys liked that video. I will put the fitting and my implant set in the comment section down below, or in the description down below, and I'll try to remember to link Nova's video. If you don't see the link, remind me. I will get that to you because you go check that out, see his 5-minute run just to see. Maybe you'll see something there that I missed. But again, I think more of it's just running more sites so you get a more average look, so you're getting some of the tougher waves. Some of my 9-minute runs were like each of the waves was as big as it could get, and that's where I struggled most. But Loki doesn't struggle there, so I still think overall I like my Loki best. It does chew through ammo like no tomorrow though, so its biggest problem is every so often I have to stop fairly regularly to get more ammo. And yeah, so I'm going to keep trying these sites until I'm bored of finding things to do in them. So if you have some ideas for another fit, maybe another speed fit that can solo them in under 8 minutes, 7.5, 8 minutes, let me know. Again, cheaper is better. That's the other kind of thing I'm trying to do, is do them fast as cheap as I can. And ironically, the three Dominixes will be about the same as this one Vindicator, so it'll be interesting to see how they go. So yeah, if you are in Malroe and you'd like to join me in that Dominator experiment, let me know. We'll try to set up a time that works for everybody. Mostly it's going to be who's available when I have time to record it. And yeah, we'll go from there. So as always, thanks for watching the video. If you like this video, including all my extra rambling and showing the failing at the beginning, definitely give me a thumbs up. Let me know. It also helps get the video out there for other people to see, so I appreciate it. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. I'm at over 4,000 subscribers, so we're getting there. It's a long road ahead, but I'd like to keep trucking along. And outside of this reel, just leave your comments down in the comment section down below. If you'd like to have a little longer form conversation, hitting me up on my personal YouTube Discord. It's the best place to have those longer form discussions. I don't even mind direct messages. If you don't feel like talking publicly, you can reach out to me in DM. I'd reply to them as soon as I can. Sometimes there's a wait. If you'd like to join Malroe and get in on a lot of this stuff, plus all the other things we're doing, there's a lot of things going on. We have enough people that we've spread out, and we kind of have like special interest groups going out and doing like low sec wormhole, null sec roams, whatever. So a lot of really exciting things going on in Malroe. So if you want to come check us out, hit us up on our website. There's a link to our Discord there. You can talk to a recruiter. And for updates to what I'm doing, you can follow me on Twitter. I usually post things there when things aren't going as scheduled. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. And as always, take care of each other. We'll see y'all next time. I'm out of here.